Well, here we are, starting my project. That's a 69 Chevelle. And it's got the cover on it here. Doing something really cool here. Anyways, this is the car. Pretty nice car. I'm 40 years old. I've had this car since I was 14 years old. Me and my dad built this car together when I was a kid. And so I've had the car for 26 years, and he died 10 years ago, so it's got a lot of sentimental value to me. I just built a new motor for it. What I'm doing is putting together a turbocharged big block Chevy, and I haven't found any good videos on how to do this, so it's kind of a do-it-yourself project, and we'll see. So what we got here is a 496 big block Chevy. I just bolted the motor in the car. It's got a deep sump oil pan down there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Deep sump oil pan down there. And it's got it's a stock production block with splayed caps, billet splayed caps. It's got a scat steel crank, H-beam rods, Mal 8.7 to 1 compression forged pistons, and Merlin rectangle port heads. I am going to run a EFI system on here. I'm going to run the fast XFI EFI system with 96-pound injectors. Got a good harmonic balancer. It's a full roller motor. It's got a competition cams, roller camshaft, roller lifters, stainless steel roller rockers. We had to cut the posi locks down to use the low valve covers. It's got the factory looking valve covers, which is what I wanted. I wanted a somewhat stock looking motor. This motor should make somewhere in the 550 horsepower range. It's just an 8.7 to 1 Merlin headed, roller motor. But with the turbo, I'm shooting for more in the 8 to 900 horse range on pump gas, running around 7 pounds of boost. So the next thing we got going here is about these stainless steel exhaust manifolds here from Speedway Motors. Really nice unit. They're really bulky. They're cast stainless steel. You want to use stainless steel parts with turbochargers. This is going to go down in there. I've got a little bit of a clearance issue here on the steering column. I'm putting a tilt steering column in anyways, so got to move this shaft out of the way and put a U-joint on it. That's not going to be a real big deal. I got to do that. And then the other side over here, same thing. Got the Speedway motor. Speedway Motors True Ram stainless steel exhaust manifold over there. These exhaust manifolds are going to run up. They're going to run up together, and the turbo is going to be in this range here, where the battery tray is. That's where the turbo is going to be. Already we got the turbo. It's a very large 88 millimeter single turbo application, 88 millimeter ball bearing turbo. That's going to get mounted in this range here, and these pipes are going to come together accordingly. And that's what I'm doing, is building all this out. I don't see anywhere online where you can just buy a kit for this thing, and I haven't seen anybody actually build one of these online, so it's going to be a really interesting combination, and I'll show you step by step how I did it. And it is going to be a lot of fun. 800-900 horsepower and pump gas, and a 69 Chevelle is going to be fun. I've got a couple of parts here. I've got, let's see, a Godzilla, Turbonetics, blow-off valve here, big boy. Then I've got that's that right there. And I've got a 45 millimeter Turbonetics wastegate. I've got some 2.5-inch stainless steel U-bends, stainless steel flex pipe. Here's a couple of different stainless steel flanges. It's all stainless steel. That's what I'm going to make the exhaust out of there. Went over to Harbor Freight. I'm just an average Joe. Bought a cheap welder. I got me some angle iron there at the iron shop today. Just some parts, welding helmet, so on and so forth, to throw this thing together. Bought a cheap drill press. Ultimately with the car, I don't want to run an overdrive transmission, but I don't want it to be screaming on the highway, so it's going to be a real low-end torque motor. I'm shooting for 7 pounds of boost, non-intercooled, with a methanol injection kit. It's very difficult to fit an intercooler on the 69 Chevelle. There just isn't any room on these things whatsoever. It can be done, but you got to really cut up the car, and I don't want to do that. I'm going to run a approximate 250 rear end gear. So with this much power, it should still blow the tires right off the rear end any speed, basically, and still be able to cruise on the highway. So it's going to be a really interesting project, and I will show you where we go from here. Enjoy.